I'm actually getting scared because I'm gonna see what my 2020 goals were and if I achieved them or actually did not. I cannot remember what my video was about last time because we're gonna watch the video from last year, whatever, to analyze what I did good, what I did bad. I'm super scared and you can actually tell by the tone of my voice and the way I speak, etc. But let's make it as painful as possible. As painful? No, as less painful as possible. Hello walls, what's up? I hope you're good. So the video is gonna appear here. We're gonna go right into it. We're gonna check what my 2020 goals were and see if I did good or bad. Basically what I just said. So today we're here to talk about my 2020 goals. So first, I love my look there. I love the way I look. Okay. It's gonna be a very honest 2020 goals because I'm gonna get a bit personal, and it's not gonna be the happiest 2020 goal video you're gonna watch, whatever. If you're watching this, thank you. I'm just gonna try to be as honest as I can, and I didn't prepare for it, but I just filmed my video. By the way, do you think I changed? Because I don't feel like I changed, like physically, but here I look different. I don't know. Video where I analyze my 2019 goals, so I know what I had wished for or aimed for in 2019 for 2019 or 2018 for 2019, whatever. I cannot remember when I filmed it, if it was end 2018 or beginning 2019, whatever. But yeah, so we're gonna see what it is, and happy new year again to you. I wish you all the best. So as I said in my previous video analyzing my 2019 goals that I will link here and down below, 2018 was a very bad year. 2019 was a nightmare. 2020 was way better. I decided not to wish for anything for 2020 except for 2020 not to be worse than the last few years. That's the only thing I'm gonna wish for or hope for or whatever, and that Mooney stays healthy and that she keeps being the best because she's the best and she's my best friend. Okay, so I have to be honest here. Mooney is still okay. Like, she's gonna be 4 on January 7th. She's like the best. She's still my best friend, etc, etc. 2020 was actually not a bad year for me. It was one of the best year work-wise because I had to work from home and didn't see any of my colleagues, and that actually made me so happy. I know it's bad for most of you. I know 2020 was very challenging for most of you, like social wise, etc. For me, it was just the best year out there. To be completely honest, 2020 didn't change anything in my life except for the fact that I couldn't travel. That actually bothered me, of course, but it was like a detail, let's say. But for the rest, I don't have a social life. I don't go to bars, I don't go to restaurants, I don't go shopping, I don't hang out with people. So actually 2020 didn't change anything in my life, so I feel very fortunate and privileged for that. Let's be honest, 2020 for most of you was a horrible year and very challenging. For me, it was a good year work-wise because we did everything online, and I actually believe in the online thing, and I believe the future is online. Yeah, but that's gonna be an unpopular opinion here, I know, and yeah, I hope you won't hate me for saying this, but I had to be honest. You know, and health to everyone in my family, in your family, in my friends' family, in my colleagues' family, my colleagues, etc, etc. You know, the basic stuff. Health-wise, it was horrible for my grandparents. They spent almost the entire year in a hospital. That wasn't that good, and we lost a lot of people close to our families or family members this year, 2020. Not because of the pandemic. It had nothing to do with that. They were sick, accidents or whatever. So yeah, it was on that side a horrible year. But me, I'm not gonna hope or wish for anything else because I don't expect 2020 to be any better, and I feel like I'm sick of being disappointed. So for once, I'm not gonna wish for anything so I won't get disappointed. I will just get like happy if anything good happens in 2020. Okay, actually 2020 wasn't a good year for me. I didn't find a new job, I didn't find an apartment, I didn't move abroad, I didn't achieve a lot of things. But as I said, work-wise, it was the best year because I had to work like from home and not at the office, and we tried new things, etc. But I'm exactly at the same level, at the same state in my life as I was last year, which is super sad, and I'm so disappointed. But life is fucked up, and this is life. Wished for so many things in 2019, like find a new home, didn't happen. Find a new job, didn't happen. So many reading goals, didn't reach any of them. You know, this year I wanna focus on living day after day, day by day, and to focus on myself. I was lucky that I went to London actually to visit a friend who is a Canadian friend who moved to London for 2 years. I was lucky to do that, and I was supposed to go to London and meet 3 online friends, so Jiva, Hannah and Daniela. Didn't happen. I was supposed to go other places this year. Didn't happen because of COVID. And yeah, the only thing that was positive is that because I was working from home, I was able to go back home. So in Bosnia I was there for a month, the entire month of July, and yeah, that's pretty much all I did this year. Oh no, that's not true, but it feels like it happened years ago. End of February, just 5 days before the lockdown in Belgium, I was in Montreal and in Quebec for 2 weeks. I went there with my cousin and we met my brother who was doing an exchange in Rimouski, north of Quebec, and I also met a friend, so Rachel. Yeah, it was actually a good year but a bad year at the same time, so kind of complicated. I feel like this is the definition of 2020. Also, I was lucky, I became a permanent rep for Proline, so I have her still the case, and this is a Proline product. You can use the code Mooney10 for a 2D discount. Narnia necklace here, so you can use my code Mooney10 to get a discount. I was also a rep twice for Unplugged, but it was in 2019 and 2018. I'm gonna speed up a little bit the video and make it like faster because this is really slow. So I got lucky for that. Other tiny stuff happened to me, but that's maybe a bit too fast for you. Nothing made me forget about my not so good life and not so good mindset, etc, etc. And health wise, it was just going down. I had to stop working for 2 months. I think January I started 2019 very badly, I think, and then in September or August, and then I had to stop at another point or whatever. So health wise it was a nightmare. So I don't want to get disappointed. Your girl doesn't want to get disappointed. Okay, this year was as bad, like health-wise, but I never stopped working. As I was working from home, I could manage my hours per day. Like, I'm supposed to work 38 hours starting at 7:30, but it never happens in my field. Like, I always work like 10 to 12 hours a day. But whenever I felt sick, I could just take the extra hours and not work completely that day, and or to take it slower or work from bed in the dark or do something. So it was really good for me to work from home with all the migraines, etc. So I didn't miss any official work day in that way. I worked on Saturdays and Sundays without being paid to catch up on everything, and I feel that it is a huge advantage from working remote. So yeah, she just want to have fun and she want to live a life. But I don't know what, actually. I have so many things I want to do, but I don't know. So let's start with the very beginning. I'm so sorry if it gets very depressing. I'm just trying to be as honest as I can with a smiling face because I'm smiling. And I'm like always happy when I talk to you, even if it's only on the camera. That's just like sick. But yeah, so we're gonna go on Goodreads. And here you have the 2020 reading challenge. So tell us how many books you want to read in 2020, and Goodreads will help you meet that goal. So my goal for this year is gonna be 80 books. And I love the color, by the way. It's a greenish kind of thing, really on point Goodreads. Last year my goal was 50 books and I managed. Okay, this year my goal was 80 books and I read, I believe, 90 books. The year isn't finished yet, so I achieved that goal, so that's fine. Reads 97 books, so I'm gonna aim for 80 books. Why 80 books? Because I don't want to go to 100 because that number is just haunting, and I don't want to go like 60 because it's same for this year. I'm not gonna go to 100 because that number is just haunting. It's closer to 50 whatever because I still want to challenge myself a bit, and also because I asked you what goals I should set myself and you said 80 could be a good number. Also someone said that her goal is actually to read the same amount of books as her age, so it means that I would have to read 30 books because in 2020 I'm gonna turn 30 and nowhere in my life. My gosh, I'm an old lady. That's gonna be 80 books for my first main goal kind of thing. For my second main goal, I would like to continue reading more series because I want to finish some series, and I think I did quite okay with that. I finished a few series. I'm gonna make a videos of all the series I finished in 2020, so I think for that I did okay. Yeah, that's pretty much why. 3, I want to read books that I really want to read because I found out about them, because I found on Goodreads or on Instagram or whatever, and not because I found the arc on NetGalley and then I will have the pressure on reading it on time or whatever. I still get a lot of emails from authors. I don't know how many books I've read from NetGalley, but I believe it was like this year 2 or 3 or whatever, because I don't want to use NetGalley anymore because I always feel pressured, and sometimes I'm interested in a book and then after I'm not interested in it anymore, or because I have so many other things I have to read, I don't want to read that one, etc. So NetGalley is not something I surf on, it's not something I go on anymore. But same for this year, I really think that, did I read more books because I wanted to read them, or because I believe this year I read books that I found and not because they were overhyped. And I believe that most of the books that were overhyped, I didn't get to them, or only a few months after the hype, because that actually scared me. So I'm okay with that goal as well. I meet review their books, etc. And sometimes I accept, even if I tell myself not to accept, because it's actually a lot of pressure, because you have to read something in good, like, don't read it 3 months after because it's not like polite or whatever. So that, and then you have to review it, you have to talk about it, so you have like to schedule everything. Yeah, so that's also something I was careful about this year. So I accept a few arcs and a few books from author emailing me, but not as much as 2 years ago, and I'm happy about that, especially because I don't get paid and it a lot of time. Like when I read for myself and review a book because I want it, it takes time. Like per videos, Gavin shared the hours it was taking him for a video, and it's like insane. Like let's say 20 hours a video with editing and the CC and scripting and reading the book, etc, etc. It's just insane, and I'm not getting paid for it. I love getting free books, but I don't have the time to read all the free books in the world if I'm not getting paid for it, if that makes any sense. So my point of view kind of changed on that. And sometimes with life happening all the time and fucking me over, it's just like kind of difficult sometimes. So I feel like I should pressure myself less, just enjoy what I'm reading because I just want to read these books and not because I have to read these books, if that makes any sense. So yeah, one goal that I had last year that I didn't do well at it is that I wanted to read more science books because I really love, let's say that's gonna be another goal for 2021. Astrophysics, in case you didn't know, like I love anything that has to do with space. I also love biology a lot, chemistry, you know, everything related to science. I'm not a big fan of math, but I love math and I'm fascinated by math because it's exact, you know what I mean? Like it's precise and it is the way it is, and you cannot like play with it. Like you can play with it, but it's always gonna have the same path kind of thing. Whatever the path you're taking, it's going to lead you to the same destination. I don't know how to express myself, but I find math and physics so fascinating. Even if same math, physics, astrophysics, biology, chemistry, those are fascinating subjects I'm a fan of, I want to know more of, I want to read about more, and I didn't do that this year. So again, I guess it's gonna be one of my 2021 goals, but that's gonna be in another video. But I'm sad a little bit because I really wanted to, but hopefully next year. If I'm not like the best at it, whatever, I love listening to it, like, and hearing stuff and learning stuff, so I would like to try to do that. So yeah, with the Howling pack, I would like to continue with that and to make it work because it's a bi-monthly book club. In case you don't know, now it's monthly and on Discord. And every 2 months we're gonna read a new book, and every 2 months as well I'm gonna challenge you with something and challenge myself at the same time. Like for January and February we are reading Winterwood by Sasha, and we are challenging ourselves to read our favorite books, like our community favorite books. So I picked 16 books. The video is going to be there and linked down below so you can watch it in case you're new here. Welcome to the back. But yeah, it's different because I wanted to do bi-monthly challenges, like books you were supposed to read years ago, books you just got, or end of the series or whatever, but I didn't go with that because it was like just too challenging. Yeah, that's it. I don't know what else, like YouTube wise, I wanna Like last year I finished with 400 followers, like subscribers. I have 1600 now. I'm not like, I usually don't get too much into details about that because I don't especially have goals, but let's say it would be nice to have like 2,000 followers, like subscribers, by the end of 2020. I have today 2,900 followers, so almost 3k. I don't focus on numbers, again, that's the same, because I don't do anything for the numbers. Like, I don't do enough collaborations, I don't do enough lives, I don't do enough readathons, I don't do enough read-alongs or book clubs or whatever to actually get that number higher. I don't know, I'm pretty stagnant, I'm pretty okay with it, but for next year I'm gonna talk about the goals in another video. But yeah, I'm okay, I did good, but that's weird to say that it was a goal because it's not something you can actually control. You can actually make it happen, but you don't really have control over it, so I don't like it as a goal. But yeah, I did okay. Why not? Why not? I mean, I'm just setting a goal here, just set a goal, but yeah, I would like to continue trying to post twice a week, a vlog on Monday and something else on Tuesday. It's okay, I'm doing okay with that, except that I don't usually post the vlogs on Mondays because I don't know how people manage to actually post on Mondays vlogs with work or uni, and also to put a CC and to work on the thumbnails and etc, etc. I don't know how you do that, so if you have a secret to share, please, I'm here. So usually my vlogs are on Tuesdays, and usually there is another video on Thursday or Friday, again because CC takes a lot of time. I'm not that good. The end of the year was actually crap. I didn't upload as many videos as I wanted to. It's okay, it's not my job, it's for fun, so say, and to be as spontaneous as possible. Maybe I could try to challenge myself a bit and do a live by myself, but I'm still not comfortable with that, so if you want to do it with me, please let me know. But I never did a live by myself, like alone by myself, but I did quite a few lives this year, especially with the Bookvision Club. So with me and Lucienne, we took every month, every 2 months. It really depends on our schedules and yours as well, actually. And we talk about something. We talk about being a newbie, we talk about like favorite books, we talk about what is a book club and readathons, etc, etc. So we have those monthly conversations. It's a really chill conversation between friends with you. So yeah, I don't know, I'm just like insecure, I think. I don't know why, because I talk to you all the time and even sometimes on Instagram or whatever, but the fact that it's live, I don't know, maybe because English is not my first language, but even like when I started booktube, you could see like the cuts I was cutting all the time, and now you can see that I sometimes speak for minutes and I don't even make a cut because I don't like say something wrong. I mean, I say stuff wrong all the time, but I'm not like stopping every 10 seconds, I don't know. I don't know why I'm scared. I don't know why I'm so scared. I don't know. I feel like I'm not interesting enough to actually talk to you live. I don't always have something to say. I don't always have something to share, whatever, or something smart to say, whatever. So I feel like I'm not confident enough to actually talk to you live, but it doesn't mean that I don't want to. I would like to be more spontaneous and to actually do a live on Instagram and to do like another live reading, whatever, reading together on YouTube, whatever, just because I want to. But maybe next year. It's scary, so it doesn't have to make sense to be scary, you know? Yeah, Instagram, I would like to change a bit my aesthetic or kind of thing. I would like to try different perspective for pictures. I love my filter, my editing kind of thing, but I want to change the perspective and the depth into my pictures. I want something more, like a bit more spontaneous, but still under control kind of thing. But I would like to try something else, like maybe a very close-up picture, then a picture from me traveling, something more like, yeah, I actually tried. I changed my filter a bit because I'm using Lightroom, and so I changed a bit, but I tried to include some pictures of me traveling or moony or whatever, and it just didn't fit with my theme. I feel like because I'm showing books close up, so I feel like whenever I showed something else, it wasn't like, it was bothering me in my feed, so I created another Instagram for that, which I don't manage very well, so I didn't do good. Related to my life, because my life is not only just about books, so I would like it to make it more like me, to make it like more my daily life kind of thing. So I think that's one of my goals. But yeah, definitely it's gonna be a big one because I have no creativity, like I suck at it. But yeah, another goal I have, I don't even know which number it is that I would like to continue drawing on my iPad Pro. So one of the best things that happened to me this year is actually that I got an iPad Pro with an Apple Pencil 2nd generation, I think. Yes, because that's the new iPad. Yeah, whatever. And I got Procreate, and I love that app so much. I know everyone is on Procreate. Everyone is like, yeah, so I drew quite a lot this year, especially because now I'm preparing something special for 2021. I'm not a creative creative person. I know that. Whenever I get creative, I feel like it is the worst idea ever and then no one's gonna like because I'm not confident enough again. But I did draw quite a lot, and I also opened, like, I didn't open anything. My drawings are available on RedBubble, so I will link it down below. I didn't announce it the day I opened it, but whatever, I'm saying it now so you can check what I did. And yeah, the support will mean the world to me, but don't feel like obliged. Don't feel like you have to get anything from that shop, but expect more coming because I have a project I'm working on right now. Drawing and blah 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 blah. Yeah, I'm a newbie. I'm still learning. I have an account for that. Actually, I'm going to link it down below. It's basically Sasha art .c for Sasha Artsy, because Sasha Art was already taken, so I had to find something. But yeah, I'm drawing, I'm having fun. I would like to make stickers and bookmarks for myself, and you know, some prints, etc, etc. I don't know where I'm gonna put them because there is no way I'm putting anything else on my walls, whatever in my room. So yeah, these are not really goals. These are just stuff I would like to do, like I'm doing currently, and I would like to continue doing. If I had to be like optimistic or whatever, I would wish for a new home and a new job. Nothing. But the thing is that, okay, that's where it's gonna be super honest. I don't know if I should find a home now, find a new apartment, and leave, like, instead of living a life I want to live and, you know, scheduling my life the way I want, having whatever I want in my fridge, you know, having my life, and then stopping saving to move abroad, or second it and just being anxious all the time, being like struggling with everything, and then being able to move in a few years, or maybe never, because I don't know if I will ever find a job abroad from here in Belgium. So, or I move to another place and forget about my dream, or forget it for the next couple of years kind of thing, or I get sicker and more anxious, etc, and try to save more to move abroad without being sure that I will ever be able to. And also, I'm gonna turn 30 and I'm fucking here, which I don't like. I hate it. I hate it with all my heart, my soul, whatever. So yeah, this is where I'm gonna say that I'm very disappointed in myself because I didn't achieve anything this year. I didn't find a new home, I didn't find a new job. I'm still in fucking Belgium. I'm so sad that every single year it was my goal to actually move abroad, like since 2017, since I got back in Belgium from Canada. So I don't have anything else to say about that. My goal is still to leave Belgium behind and to never come back here, because so many bad memories from here, and I just don't like the system, etc. Like, it fucked me over so many times. But yeah, it makes me very anxious to actually listen to this and to actually hear myself saying that. Last year, it was the same end of 2018, it was the same end of 2017. So that makes me super anxious because it means that I'm never gonna achieve anything in that field. Yeah, that was the sad part of my 2020 goals. Anything else? I don't know actually. I would like to travel more. Oh, okay, something good that's actually gonna happen to me in 2020. I'm gonna go to Canada. True, I went in February, but I already told you that. So in February, I'm gonna go to Montreal. I don't know if I'm gonna go to Quebec, or if I'm gonna go to Sherbrooke, or if I'm gonna go to Rimouski, or if I'm gonna go somewhere else or whatever, maybe Toronto or Ottawa or whatever. But I know I'm gonna go first to Montreal, and I cannot wait for that. I cannot freaking wait for that. I would also love to travel more, but I'm not gonna wish for anything because I don't know if it's gonna happen. If it happens, cool, I'm gonna happy. If it doesn't happen, I didn't wish for, and I'm not gonna be disappointed. I was secretly wishing for traveling more, but that never happened. I'm still gonna be disappointed, but I'm not gonna be disappointed because it wasn't actually a goal. I don't make any sense as usual. I'm so sorry, wolves. It's getting harder and harder to film this video because I don't know what to wish for to make it more like realistic and doable, etc, etc. So let's say and summarize that my 2020 goals are actually to not pressure myself with New Year's resolutions, to not pressure myself with too many goals, and to not pressure myself with too many stuff I'm gonna aim for and stuff I would like to happen, and just focus on what's happening instead of what will happen or what could happen or what I want to happen kind of thing. So I'm gonna try not to stay positive or whatever, but to stay realistic and stop dreaming. That's sad actually to say that I'm gonna stop dreaming. I want to cry. Like seriously, seeing that I didn't do much is making me sad. But I'm gonna stop daydreaming about a life I will never have because of so many stuff, you know what I mean? Oh my gosh, this is so sad. I should get that because this is so sad. This is actually super sad that I didn't achieve anything, that I didn't aim for anything, because I'm so used to life fucking me over that I don't even allow myself to dream. And that's probably gonna be 2021. Not dreaming about anything because life's just fucked up. And I'm never gonna get any luck out of anything. I never have any luck. Like, I'm lucky. Like with work, I was still able to work this year. I'm at my parents' house or whatever, but life is not that good. I got a car last year, like in 2018. No, 2019. Yeah, 2019. Yeah. Never mind. I'm getting emotional. Like the worst. I'm still lucky for some stuff, but I'm lucky, but I'm not enjoying the fact that I'm lucky for so many stuff. Never mind, doesn't make sense. But I think that's it. If I have any more goals, I will link them down below, or I will talk about them in my vlogs. Okay, there is something that I epically failed last year, and it has to do with my unread books. Waiting on my shelves to be read. So I'm gonna try for 2020 to read as many books as I have on my shelves. I'm not gonna say how many unread books I want to finish a year with, just that I want to read the books I have, whether they're on my shelves or in my e-reader. I don't want to say that I want to buy less books. I just want to read more of my books because they're waiting to be read, and I feel bad about it. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. So I should stop here because I could talk to you for hours, Wolves, but I know you're not still the case. I could babble for hours, not saying anything interesting, but keep talking to you. That will never change. Here for that, because it's in the vlogs that you speak for a long time. But yeah, if you have any ideas, something I could try to do differently on my channel or Instagram or Twitter, whatever, let me know. If you want to challenge me with tiny stuff, feel free to do. It could be fun actually being challenged by you in 2020 in some stuff. Could be interesting actually. Maybe you could pick the challenges for the Howling pack, or maybe you could challenge me. Oh, there's something to think about. Yeah. But yeah, well, let me know down below what would you like. Yeah, that's the end of the video. So okay, so let's say that 2020 wasn't as good as anyone was wishing for. Let's say it wasn't that bad for me. Honestly, it wasn't that bad since 2017. Let's say that 2020 was actually the best year because I had the opportunity to actually work from home and to not go anywhere and to not see people, because I prefer to be alone or with my books or with you online than actually seeing people in the street. But that's I guess something very personal and that not all of you will understand, and that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, so I'm not gonna say that I really wish that 2021 is gonna be better, because this is not actually my 2021 goals, but I really hope that 2021 will be better for you, and that you will gather all the luck and the positivity and the good vibes that you can carry and that you need. That's how I'm gonna end this video, because everything else is gonna be in another video. I just wanted to review my 2020 goals with you, and that actually made me quite a bit sad, so I need to think about something else right now, and I hope you get well. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to be a part of the pack. Talk to me in the comment section as usual, and until next time, take care, wolves. Bye.